Hello. Okay. We have covered till glimpses of India. The trees is done. Now, Mishbil the author और यहाँ पर the making of a scientist. वहाँ से start करना है ना? So let's do that today. It's a little long lesson. Then will you रहोगे? अच्छा ठीक है.
मैं आपको एक एक्स्ट्रा लेक्चर लेके आऊँ फ्राइडे का उसका क्वेश्चन मत पीछे सेलेक्ट करके क्वेश्चन से आगे गए किसी को दुनिया रहे.
तुम्हारी एग्जाम कब है?
नेक्स्ट 1 मंथ के बाद.
और क्या क्या बाकी है हमारा?
इंग्लिश के लिहाज से तो 5 चैप्टर बाकी है.
तुम्हारा सब कुछ हो गया? सब
ऑलमोस्ट सिलेबस हो गया.
स्कूल में
हमारे मैम पता नहीं क्या करने गया, हमको कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा कैसे इंग्लिश ना. हम लोग इंग्लिश लेक्चर आते हैं हम लोग ब्लैंक हो जाते क्या चल रहा है. बस मैम नोट्स लिखा दिया, नोट्स लिखाते देखते हैं बाहर जाते स्कूल के बाद. मैम उस लाइक की बस रीडिंग करवा के लो और हमारी एक पेपर में बिठा करे प्लीज. मैम ने मिसबिल का ऑथर तक हमने यहाँ तक पढ़ा दिया है. अभी बस 3 चैप्टर बाकी है फर्स्ट लाइक के और यहाँ से बस 4 चैप्टर. मिसबिल का ऑथर तक हम इसमें एग्जाम तक
आ चुका है. You know what we'll do? Making of a scientist ना हम लोग थोड़ा पीछे रखते हैं. नेकलेस है ना, उसके ऊपर मोस्टली क्वेश्चंस आते हैं. नेकलेस करते हैं. आई थिंक हैक ड्राइवर है नहीं तुम्हारे लिए.
नहीं, हमारे पास अभी मेरा बचा मेकिंग ऑफ साइंटिस्ट, नेकलेस, भोली और
द बुक दैट सेव्ड द अर्थ, यही है. तो हम लोग क्या करेंगे ना, नेकलेस और भोली करेंगे. इनके ऊपर क्वेश्चन आते ही आते हैं. ओके. और फिर ये दोनों हम लोग बाद में करेंगे. उसके बाद विल गो टू मिजबिल. तो आज हम लोग लेट्स रीड नेकलेस 39. ये बहुत ही लंबा चैप्टर है लेकिन बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग चैप्टर है जो तुम्हें याद रहेगा. यू गेट अ चेयर. Now here there is this girl called Matilda. Okay, what? Matilda. Now Matilda, she's pretty, she's good. Now because she's pretty, she thinks that since she's pretty, she should marry a rich man. Okay,
that's what everyone says.
Yeah, if you're pretty, you should marry a rich man. But she was born in an ordinary family. Now, and therefore she had never met any rich man. And therefore she had to marry a clerk who worked in the education department. That's the government job. Okay. So, and therefore she was very busy. All she loved is good house, big house. There's a big house, well furnished house where she call friends and she'll give parties, wear lovely clothes and necklace, and that's all she remembered.
Fantasies like wild.
So all that she loved. And her husband, because he had a limited salary, he could not fulfill all her needs. Now, one day it so happened, one day he got an invitation for a party from the Minister of Education, giving a party and inviting him. And this is a big occasion. He was very happy that his wife will be happy that now she has an occasion to attend a very upscale function. So he comes home and very happily gives the invitation to his wife. Now, what was her reaction?
She would first, I don't have a dress. Of course, that's what girls are everywhere.
She throws this invitation. What am I going to do with this? It's why I don't have nothing to wear. What will I wear? Then you feel so sad. So why not the dress you wear for church? Because that is so ordinary. Everybody has seen this. You think I'll wear that and go?
And so he started.
So he says, how much money would you need to buy a new dress? Now she thinks, how much money should I save? It cannot be a too big an amount which can outrightly say no. And so she thinks and says, okay, I want 400 francs. Now, he had 400 francs. This was the exact amount that he had that he had been saving for quite some time because he wanted to buy a gun. Because whenever he would go to his friends for a hunting party, he would never have a gun. So he had been saving that money to buy a gun. And then he decides, fine. He says, okay, fine, you buy a dress. But make sure the dress is really pretty. So she's happy, she goes, she buys a dress, and she stitches a beautiful dress. As the day of the, but he realizes that as the day of the uh, function approaches, comes close, she's still not happy. So now, so then he says, what happened? Why are you upset? You have a nice dress now. He says, yeah, but what do I wear on that? I have no jewelry, not even a single stone to wear. So he says, wear flowers now. They are like quite in fashion. Wear flowers in your neck, around your neck. So she says, no. Then he says, okay, go do. You have that friend, no, that rich friend. Borrow something from her. Go ask her if she has something. She says, yes. And she goes to her friend's house. The friend says, okay, fine. And she shows what all things she has. No, don't take anything from you. And then she picks up a very lovely necklace. And she wears it around her neck. And it is made of diamonds. She's so happy. She says, can I take this? He says, yeah, okay. She's so happy. She runs home, and the next day, when it is the day of the party arrives, and she wears this dress, ties her hair, wears the necklace, and she looks beautiful. And she goes there, and she has instant success. Everybody wants to dance with her. Her husband sits there in one room and lets her enjoy. He's sleepy because he wants to go home, but she doesn't want to go home. She wants to dance all that. Yeah. So she dances, enjoys herself, and then they decide, come on, let's go. And when it is time to go, it's night, it's almost 2 or 4 o'clock in the morning that they decide to leave. And he just puts a drape around her because it's cold outside. And he says, wait here, I'll call the cab. But she doesn't want to wait because the drape that he has draped on her is that cold drape, because others are wearing, fur and all that. And then she says, no, 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 and she starts walking with him. They have to walk a lot because they don't find a cab at that hour. They have to really walk a lot. And then they finally find a cab, and then she goes home, which is quite happy. And she looks at herself in the mirror before changing. And that's when she gives a loud cry. That's what I realizes that the necklace is not there.
But it was not actually a diamond. A straight one.
I don't know. Let's see.
I don't know if anyone said so.
Let's see what happens. Where do they find the necklace? The stone. Okay. What it does and why it got. Okay, let's read from it. She was one of those.
She was one of those pretty young ladies born as if through an error of destiny into a family of bloods. She had no dowry, no hopes, no means of becoming loved and married by a man either rich or distinguished, and she allowed herself to marry a petty clerk in the office of the Board of Education. She was simple, but she was unhappy. She suffered
Incessantly, continuously.
incessantly, feeling herself born for all delicacies and luxuries. She suffered from the poverty of her apartment, the shabby models, and the gold chairs. All of these things tortured and angered her. When she seated herself for dinner opposite her husband to uncover the Turin with a delighted air, she said, "Oh, the good
Pot pie.
pot pie. I know nothing better than that." She would think of elegant dinners of shining silver. She thought of the
Exquisite.
exquisite food served in marvelous dishes. She had neither frocks nor jewels, nothing, and she loved only those things.
Okay. When she would see, when she sat herself for dinner opposite her husband would open the dish and say, "Oh wow, pot pie. I know nothing better than this. Nothing is better than a pot pie." He would be happy eating pot pie, and she would think of all the delicacies she could serve. I wish I could serve, all the French delicacies that she knew. And the husband was a nice man. He was happy. Huh? Huh?
Delicacies of American dinner.
No, French dinner only. French people don't dream of American dinner. Americans eat poor food, according to them. But different dishes, like there should be like, 6, 7 dishes, not just one pot pie. It's like that.
She had a rich friend, a schoolmate at the convent, who she didn't like to visit. She offered so much.
She suffered so much. She had this rich friend she did not like to visit.
She suffered so much when she wept for whole days from despair and disappointment. One evening, her
Understood why? Why would she cry?
rich friend had a
Yeah. You know,
girls. They're always jealous.
you think boys are not jealous?
They are, but they don't show like girls do. That's why I hate girls' friendships. It's far better to get a girl friendship. One evening, her husband returned elated, bearing in his hand a large envelope. Here, he said, "Here is something for you."
Which were inscribed these words. The Minister of Public Instruction and Madam George Rampune asked the honor of Mr. and Madam Loisel's company Monday evening, January 18th, at the minister's residence. Instead of being delighted as her husband had hoped, she threw the invitation spitefully upon the table, murmuring, "What do you suppose I want with that?" But my dearie, yes.
But my dearie, I thought it would make you happy. You never go out and visit an occasion and a fine day. Everybody wishes well, and it is very select. Not many are given to employees. You will see here the whole official world. She looked at him with an irritated eye and declared impatiently, "What do you suppose I have to wear such a thing as that?" He hadn't thought of that. He stammered. "Why, the dress you wear that you go to the theatre, it seems very pretty to me." He was silent, stupefied in dismay. At the sight of his wife, he stammered, "What is the matter? What is the matter?" By a violent effort, she had controlled her
Vexation. Vexation is anger.
and responded in a calm voice, wiping her moist cheeks. "Nothing. Only have no dress, and consequently I cannot go to this event. Give a card to some colleague whose wife is better fitted out than I." He was grieved but answered, "Let us see Monday." Matilda, how much would a suitable costume cost? Something that would serve for other occasions. Something very simple. She reflected for some seconds, thinking of a sum that she could ask for without waiting, with an immediate refusal and a frightened exclamation from the economical clerk. Finally, she left in a hesitating voice. I cannot tell exactly, but it seems to be that 400 tons ought
to cover.
He turned a little pale, for he had saved just the sum to buy a girl that he might be able to join some hunting parties the next summer with some friends who went to shoot lambs on Sunday. Nevertheless, he answered, very well, I will give you 400 francs, but try to have a
Pretty dress. The day of the ball approached, and Madame Loisel seemed sad, disturbed, anxious. Nevertheless, her dress was nearly ready. Her husband said to her one evening, "What is the matter with you? You have acted strangely for 2 or 3 days." And she responded, "I'm vexed not to have a jewel, nothing to adorn myself with. I shall have such a poverty stricken look. I would prefer not to go with this party." इतना करके भी she doesn't want to go. He replied, "Yeah."
You can wear some natural flowers in this season. They look very cheap.
She,
was
she.
She was not convinced. No, she didn't. There is nothing more humiliating than to have a shabby air in the midst of rich women. Then her husband cried, how stupid we are. Go and find a friend, Madame Forestier, and ask her to lend you her jewels. She uttered a cry of joy. It is true, she said. I had not thought of that. The next day, she took herself to her friend's house and related her story of business. Madame Forestier went to a closet, took out a large jewel case, bought it, opened it, and said, choose, my dear. She saw first some bracelets, then a collar of pearls, then a delicate cross of gold and jewels of admirable workmanship. She tried the jewels before a glass, hesitated, but could neither decide to take them from the. Then she asked, have you nothing more? Why, yes, look for yourself. I do not know what will please you. Suddenly she discovered in a black satin box a superb necklace of diamonds. Her hands trembled as she took it. She placed it about her throat against her breast, and was because
Ecstatic. That means very happy.
then she asked in a hesitating voice, full of anxiety, would you lend me this, only this? Why? Yes, certainly. She fell upon the neck of her friend and embraced her with passion, then went away with her dish. The day of the ball arrived. Madame Loisel was a great success. She was the prettiest of all, elegant, gracious, smiling and full of joy. All the men noticed her, asked her name, and wanted to be present. She danced with enthusiasm, intoxicated with pleasure, thinking of nothing but all this admiration, this victory, so complete and sweet to her heart. She went home towards 4 o'clock in the morning. Her husband had been half asleep in one of the little salons since midnight, with 3 other gentlemen whose wives had enjoyed themselves very much. It threw around his shoulders a modest wrap they had carried, whose poverty clashed with the elegance of the royal costume. She wished to hurry away in order to be noticed by the other women who were wrapping themselves in rich clothes. Louisa detained her. Wait, she said, I am going to Monica. But she would not listen and descended his steps rapidly. When they were in the street, they found no carriage and began to seek for her. Leaving the coachman whom they so understood, they walked along the river, hopeless and chilly. Finally, they found one of those old carriages that one sees in Paris after nightfall. It took them as far as their door and they went merrily up to their apartment. It was all over for her. And on the spot, he remembered that he would have to be at office by 10. She removed the bags from her shoulders with the glass, for a final view of herself in a mirror. Suddenly she uttered a cry. Her necklace was not around the neck. Loisel, already half undressed, asked, what is the matter? She turned towards him and said, I no longer have Madame Forestier's necklace. I was in dispute. What? How is that? It is not possible. And they looked in the folds of dress, in the folds of cloth, in pockets, everywhere they could find. They could not find. Yes. You are sure you still had it when you left Minister's house? Yes. I felt it as it came up, but if you had lost it in the street, you should have heard it fall. It must be in the cab. Yes, it is possible. If you take the number, no. And did you notice what was good? They looked at each other until they cast down. Finally, Lord said, "It's okay. I am going over the track where we went on foot to see what I can find." After Andy left, she remained in her evening gown, not having the force to go to them. Toward 7 o'clock, her husband went. He had found nothing. He went to the police and to tab offices and made advertisement in the newspapers offering a reward. She waited all day in state of bewilderment night before this frightful disaster. Loisel returned in the evening peacefully. He had discovered nothing. He said, "Write your friend that you have broken the collapse of necklace and that will give us time." She wrote hesitated. At the end of the week, they had lost all hope, and Loisel, older by 5 years, declared, "We must replace this ship." In the shop of Valeris Royal, they found a chaplet of diamonds. It seemed to them exactly like the one they had lost. It was valued at 40,000 francs. They could get it for 36,000. Loisel possessed 18,000 francs, which his father had left him. He borrowed the rest. He made numerous promises to money from users and the whole rest of the lenders. Then he went to get the new necklace. Deposited on the merchant counter 36,000 units. When Madam was took back the jewels to Madam first year, the latter said it would in a future. "You should have returned them to me soon, for I might have needed them." Madame Forestier did not open the jewel box as Madame Loisel feared she would. What would she think if she should perceive the substitution? What she was wondering, what will she think if she finds out that she had substituted, she had got another one? What should she say? Would she take her for a robber? Madame Loisel now knew the horrible life of necessity. She did her part, however, completely heroically. It was necessary to pay this frightful debt. She would pay it. They sent away the maid. They changed their lodgings. They rented some room in an attic. She learned the odious work of a kitchen. She washed the dishes, she washed the soiled linen, their clothes, the refuse to the street each morning and brought up the water, stopping at each landing to catch her breath, and clothed like a woman of the people. She went to the grocers, the butchers, and the fruiterers with her basket on her arm, shopping, haggling to the last sound of her miserable money. Now she got to know what she would earlier consider herself poor. But she had a house. The walls did not have fine paint. She had old furniture, but she had a house of home. She had a maid to help her in the kitchen and to do all the other work. But even then she was unhappy. Now she understood what it is to be poor because they had to pay the debt, and therefore they removed the maid, they changed their house, they started living uh, in a room, they rented a room in the attic. That is, this is the building. The buildings have the sloping roof. So the last floor is where they have an attic. So last floor is how you know that last floor is uneven roof. So there are some places where the roof is very narrow. You can't even stand straight. And there are places where the roof is high. जहाँ ये जगह जो होती है वहां पे रूफ बहुत ही नैरो होता है. So those are very cheap, those houses in attic. So she had to live in the attic. नीचे पानी लाना पड़ता था, पूरा कचरा बिचरा डालने के लिए नीचे जाना पड़ता था. So she would bargain for the last sow, last एक पैसे के लिए भी वो bargain करती थी so that थोड़ा पैसा बचे. The husband worked evenings, putting the books of some merchants in order, and nights he often did copying at 5 hours a page. And this life lasted for 10 years. At the end of 10 years, they had restored all. It took them 10 years to pay this debt. Madame Loisel seemed overcome. She had become a strong, hard woman, the crude woman of the poor household. Her hair badly dressed, her skirts oily, her hands red. She spoke in a loud tone and washed her clothes with large spills of water. But sometimes, when her husband, when her husband was at office, she would seat herself before the window and think of that evening party of former times, of that morning when she had was so beautiful and so pretty. How would that have been if she had not lost the ribbons? Who knows how similar is life and how full of changes? A small thing will save her. One Sunday, as she was taking a walk in the Champs Elysees to rid herself of the cares of the week, she suddenly perceived the woman walking with a child. It was Madame Foster. Still young, still feasted at attractive. Miss Madame Loisel was with her. Should she speak to her? Yes, certainly, and now that she had paid, she would tell her all. Why not? She approached. Good morning, Jean. Jean. Her friend who did not recognize her and was astonished to be so familiarly acted that a common personage. He stammered, but madam, I don't know you. You must have mistaken. No, I am Matilda Loisy. Her friend uttered a cry of astonishment. Astonishment.
Astonishment.
Astonishment. Oh, my poor Matilda, how you have changed. Yes, I have so many some hard days since I saw you, and some miserable ones, and all because of me. How is that? You recall the diamond necklace that you have known developed in Mr. Small? Yes, well, I lost it. How was that since you returned it to me? I returned another to you exactly like that. And it has taken us 10 years to pay for it. You can understand that it was not easy for this. You are nothing, but it is finished, and I'm extremely happy. Mr. Point, Madam Foster stopped short. She said, you see that we bought a diamond necklace during this while? Yes, you didn't perceive it then, they were just alive. And she smiled with proud and simple joy. Madam Paul's dear was touched and took her both hands and she replied, oh, my poor Matilda, mine were faults. They belong home for was 500 plus. I said that it was like that before.
Yeah. What she should have done?
She should have literally asked if that
First, before taking the necklace, she should have asked, no? What's the cost of it? And if it was really that expensive, she shouldn't have taken it. Why borrow somebody's, and why would she think that somebody would lend her such precious diamond necklace?
it's far better than to go to mountains like in road.
No, you should go. They say,
I'm extrovert, but you know the surroundings.
you know, they say the best thing to wear is jeans and tops. No, the best thing to wear is confidence. Wear your confidence and go. You wear your confidence, you wear simple clothes and you look attractive. And you might wear very precious clothes, but if you're not confident,
they don't bought every new clothes for every occasion.
who?
Our class girls.
Yeah.
They buy new suits. So it's like, why you have clothes at home? Just wear it and come. Who knows how many times it happens? And if we have more in class, people would have remembered. It's like such fun. We would wear. I wore a jeans and top for literally 2 times. No, I have this head. Our class boys is like we have worn the shirt for 5 times and we're saying that one suit will like same again.
Who pays attention and so what? That's what you wear it confidently. That's what matters. If you might wear the loveliest clothes, but if you're not confident, you will look very.
I just say that I will mind my business. They will look whatever they want to do. I don't really care about it. Like, go, yeah, what's up? You have to study anyways. Who is going to look after you? That you're not in college, that you have to buy things.
Even there.
Yes, like, you wear whatever you're comfortable. Basically, I'm comfortable more in this
baggy clothes.
Yeah. So I don't prefer this tight Salman Khan. Right? You're very it's not uncomfortable. I haven't said that I don't feel that. You will never, forever see me with jeans and this shirt every day. Not your suits or something. Even in those, in Ganpati celebration yesterday, when I was wearing puja jeans and everyone had my salwar.
Where in your building?
No, in my home, immediate
Okay.
Ganpati, right? My all friends have got those salwars and everything, dressed good, right? Like, who am I doing? Just wear jeans and outside.
I'll just get the. You have?
Volume.
Yeah. Volume 3, na? Volume 3. Necklace 166. Do first and second, no? I'll ask you questions first, then you do that. Why did Matilda's husband think she would be happy?
Because she always wanted to go on find occasions where we release presents.
What happened? Why did he think that she would be happy?
Because they had got an invitation.
Because he had got an
from the
invitation
minister's
from
house
the
for a party.
yes, from the Minister of Education for a party. What was her reaction?
She had got very angry with the invitation.
Okay. Uh, why did Matilda throw the invitation?
Because she didn't have a dress
Decent dress to
or
uh,
wear it to
wear on the occasion. Why was Matilda sad and disturbed?
after the dress she didn't have any matching jewelry.
Yeah. Earlier she did not have a dress, and then she looked sad and disturbed because she did not have any jewelry to wear. You understand what the meaning of ball is, no? Attend a ball means to attend a dance. What was the amount of the they had to pay for the necklace?
3,600.
36,000.
Sorry.
36,000. How long did it take them to pay it off?
10 years.
10 years. What do you think about Matilda? Why do you think Matilda suffered?
Why did you think?
Matilda suffered. Matilda suffered because she gave importance to unnecessary and frivolous things like clothes, good furniture, uh, rather than paying attention to her kind husband. She only took interest in things like
She was very lucky to have a husband like that.
yeah, he was a caring husband. So she only took she took joy in uh, good clothes, big house, fine food, which she could not enjoy. So instead of accepting the destiny and enjoying the life she had, she all the time remained sad and unhappy for things that she could not have.
If she would have like gone to things, they would have had a very luxurious life.
Yeah, they would have had a far happy life had she just
made a house. Even they got a house.
so they had a house, they had a maid. Okay, the furniture was simple.
It was good. Like they
Yeah,
can live there,
yeah.
right?
And she should have been a happy, she would have led a happy life.
Rather
Simple
than
but
the
having,
hard work
yeah,
she had to do for 10 years.
exactly. Okay, do this error. Sorry, question number 2 and question number 3 paragraph. Right? Tell me the answers.
That's really error of destiny means by deception.
By error of
Or yeah,
destiny, by fate.
As for the extract, Matilda had no means of. There are three options are correct. Roundly, booms, and
No. Becoming no. No means of becoming no.
Matilda was unhappy as she was married to a middle class.
Yes.
Take the word that doesn't mean the same as
Incessantly.
sporadic.
Sporadic. Yes.
Take the quality that Matilda didn't have in English.
She was not. She was envious, no?
Not
She-
optimistic.
Optimistic. She was not optimistic.
Matilda wasn't convinced for wearing natural flowers to the forest. For Matilda, there was nothing more humiliating than looking poor among the rich.
Yes.
I hadn't thought of that. What Matilda did not thought of to borrow Jim's pocket.
I had not thought of that. What did Matilda not thought of? To where?
To borrow Jim's from her friend.
Yes.
This was what I am doing.
Which phrase would correctly substitute there is nothing more humiliating in the given sentence from the extract? There is nothing more humiliating than to have a shabby air in the midst of rich. Okay. Which phrase will say that? Which phrase would correctly substitute? Okay, there is nothing more humiliating than to have a shabby air. Nothing more humiliating.
Nothing more embarrassing.
Okay. It is embarrassing. Okay, nothing more humiliating, nothing more embarrassing. Okay. Pick out the word that is not similar to shabby. Elegant. Okay. What kind of a person is Madam Loisel?
What kind of person is Madam Lucy?
What kind of person is she? She was a young, pretty girl who wanted.
Always dreamed of marrying to a noble business.
Yes, wanted to be well known. But since she was born in a ordinary family, she married to a clerk. Yes, from a humble background. A clerk from
Education.
a clerk married to a family of clerks. Then she was beautiful and she dreamed of riches and comforts. Or she dreamed of good clothes, jewelry, big house. What more? She was never satisfied with what they had. She did not like her shabby furniture or the clothes she wore. Or
And the one dish always on the dinner table. She always wanted elegant dinner.
yeah. Fine. So she pays for expensive things which she could not afford. What kind of a person is her husband?
He is a very loving husband that always adored his wife.
Adored his wife. Okay, he was a loving husband. Was a simple man. Worked as a clerk.
Always wanted to see her happy.
Okay, but say that he was a simple man. Worked as a clerk. In the Department of Education. Adored his wife. Wanted to see her happy.
400 francs to wear a boy.
Yes. The 400 francs which he was saving to buy a gun, he very happily gave it to her for buying a dress.
Did the art work for 10 years without noticing.
There is this question in the textbook. The course of Loisel's life changed due to the necklace. The course of Loisel's life changed due to the necklace. Comment.
For borrowing the necklace, she had to pay back the money.
Learn this answer. Page, question 7. Got it? The answer is on page 168.
Thousands to pay.
Yes.
It's way to pay. They borrowed to buy the necklaces. But it changed everything for them. They had to move on to the poorest quarters of the city. With no major resistance, but yet I had to cook the meals, you can't make the reason. And nurture to save every snow just for the minutes arrived. The husband had to work in the evening and married to pay the debt. In this way, the cost of life was life changing.
So we write two answers. One is this, and one is how had Madame Loisel sacrificed all being in vain? Page 175, ninth question. Okay, so read that 2, 3 times and read this answer also 2, 3 times. You understand the meaning of in vain? It was all waste. Tell me once you're done now. You'll tell these answers once. Done? Tell me the first answer.
Better clauses.
No. Without seeing.
That's enough.
Yeah. You copied it from here, no? You've written it on your own?
Yeah, I read it two
Okay,
times and
then fine.
it took modern clauses to pay the money they had borrowed. They borrowed to buy the lost necklace.
Sorry, come again.
Yeah, the first one, right? Yeah. It took clauses and decade to pay the money they borrowed to buy the lost.
Decade, okay.
And it had changed the whole life for them. Poorest quarters and live in attics.
Okay, quarters of the city. Poorest quarter of the
city.
Poorest quarter of the city.
And had to live in attics.
Had to live in attic.
With no meals, she had to cook, mend, clean, and do everything. She had to bargain
with the grocers, butchers, fruiterers, fruit sellers.
Every so just for the
South.
survival.
Mention all these days. Huh?
A husband had to work in the evening and night to pay their debt.
Evening why? Evening to keep, and he worked in the evenings he worked.
He copied some pages.
So that is in the night he copied pages for 5 hour speech. So you have to mention the details, not just upar se, because these are all long answers. Okay. Second one.
I guess Madam Mistress sacrifice for looking pretty and for looking pretty at the ball had for looking pretty at the ball gave an expensive bargain for Matilda as she lost the necklace which she borrowed from Madam
Forestier.
It took her 10 long years to pay back the sum they had.
Hello.
Yes. They had to borrow to pay the lost necklace. Years later, when she saw
where's your friend?
He's not coming.
तीसरे दिन में
हाँ मेरा भी कल हुआ था
2.5
मेरा 1.5
हाँ 1.5 दिन का होता है
उसका 2.5
2.5 को भी होता है Okay, मैंने आगे से पढ़ा था. Years later, when she saw Mrs. Foster, who was very charming and was with her child, she came to know the real truth of the necklace. She was very dumbfounded to discover that it was not a genuine piece of jewelry and had just been worth less than 500 francs. Then all her sacrifices had been meaningless.
इसमें भी वो लिखना पूरा that 36,000 and then how their life changed. उसके डिटेल्स में लिखना. This question comes for
6 marks.
yes. Okay.
6 मार्क के लिए
4.
इनका है 6 मार्क ही है.
हमारा कितना?
8
8 का आता है, दिया हमने इसका.
मतलब 6 और 8 दोनों देंगे.
नहीं 8 ही आता है
8 ही
मैक्सिमम.
आता है.
बस 8 ही आएगा ना, 6 नहीं आएगा ना.
6 नहीं आता मैक्सिमम.
हाँ, वो आर्टिकल राइटिंग और लेटर टू द एडिटर आप करवा सकते हैं.
लेटर टू द एडिटर हमने करवा तो था लास्ट टाइम.
ना ना, आपने लेटर टू बिजनेस वो सब करवाया.
अच्छा, लेटर टू एडिटर में भी वो भी करना है हम लोग को पीरियड्स.
और आर्टिकल भी आ रहा है पर एमसीबी से आ रहा है.
तो
तो
सब सारे
तो आप ऐसा कर सकते हो कि आप एक एमसीबी का लिस्ट बना सकते हो फिर हमको दे दो.
एमसीबी का लिस्ट बना के दे दो.
मतलब जो मेन
इम्पोर्टेंट वाला नहीं, जो भी इम्पोर्टेंट लाइन.
हाँ वो मतलब 15 पॉइंट हर एक सेक्शन में, बस ठीक है.
दिस इज अनयूजुअल कि वो मैं नहीं बता सकती. कुछ भी डाल सकते हैं वो लोग.
ना ना, उन्होंने बोला कि एमसीबी से ही क्वेश्चंस आएंगे क्रिएटिव.
उससे मतलब उससे ही आइडिया मिला, जैसे कि उसमें मेरा आर्टिकल रहेंगे उसमें
जैसे
रहेगी जो आई मीन जो अच्छा रहेगा वो सब हम उठा के उसको अपने आर्टिकल में लिख सकते.
जैसे आर्टिकल में आया कि राइट आर्टिकल ऑन हेल्थ एंड मेडिसिन, तो एक हमारा है कि राइट आर्टिकल यूजिंग दिस टॉपिक इन एमसीबी और लिख लो. तो आप ऐसा 15 पॉइंट दे सकते हैं क्या?
15 पॉइंट किस बात की?
क्योंकि 150 वर्ड्स लिखने तो
मतलब हेल्थ पे आया तो क्या लिखोगे?
वैसे एमसीबी है मेरे पास.
उसको बोलना था वो
इतना जल्दी कौन करता है, बहुत भीड़ होती है. मैंने रात को 10:30 बजे किया था, मैं लिटरली 12 बजे वापस.
वो अभी 6-7 बजे क्योंकि 1.5 डे.
बहुत जल्द रहता है. चलेगा.
2.5 days.
हाँ, उसके लिए रहता है. अच्छा हाँ, सॉरी मैं परेशान कल लेकर मुझे नहीं लगा था तुम लोग इतने जल्दी आ जाते.
क्या ये दोस्त
दिन चुप रहे.
ना ठीक है मैंने
बस ये लोग बहुत गद्दार दोस्त है. इसका बर्थडे है, इसलिए हम अब तक एक भी पार्टी नहीं. अगर मुझे 10 चॉकलेट्स दिया
हाँ?
ये तो मेरे
मैं बोलता हूँ आज मेरा बर्थडे, ये बोलती है झूठ बोल रहा है, झूठ बोल रहा है. तो और मैं क्यों दूं इसको चॉकलेट? मैं खा लिया को. मेरी गलती नहीं है. मैंने पूरे यूटी के लिए खरीदा. ठीक है, अब इसने बोले झूठे झूठे, तो मैं सोचा कि चलो झूठ है मेरा बर्थडे, तो मैं खा लिया पूरा. देखो स्कूल में उससे भी पूछो, स्कूल में भी एक्स्ट्रा चॉकलेट्स लाया और मेरे और दोस्तों को बांट दिए. व्हाट्स अप दिस?
अब ऐसे बोले तो आज मेरा बर्थडे है, मैं कुछ पता नहीं तो लगेगा ही झूठ है.
गीता भी बोली थी आज मेरा बर्थडे, उसका बात कैसे माना?
गीता को पता था कि उसका बर्थडे है.
मैं
फिर तुझे पता ही नहीं कि किसका बर्थडे आ रहा है, तो फिर हमें नहीं पता.
क्यों बताऊं?
तो हमें कैसे पता चलेगा तेरा
बर्थडे के दिन पे बताऊंगा ना मेरा आज बर्थडे.
बर्थडे?
ऐसे लोग
तू पता क्या बोल रही थी?
जिसमें से दर्श था ना, मेरे जो दोस्त है ना, वो भी बोले कि आज मेरा बर्थडे, तो उसके दिन को मानिए.
अरे तेरे भाई ने इसका बर्थडे
तो मेरे को नहीं देगी.
अरे उसके भाई ने दिया अपना भाई ने.
तो मेरे को नहीं देगी.
तू
क्लासमेट, स्कूलमेट, यूटी में, यूटी क्लासमेट. मेरे को तो पता है.
मैम तुझे आप हमारे क्लास देखो मेरा मेरे इसके जो टकरे आपको मिलेगी.
तुम ये नखरे बाहर सुन.
अच्छा आप देखते हो, दिखता है तुम लोग क्या क्या करते हो. तो और रिलैक्स.
I thought I'll do snake today.
मैम अभी पोएम्स मत करो क्योंकि
Snake
हम
है ना तुमको
हम
जानना है?
हम बहुत आगे आ गए अभी हमको वो सब है ही नहीं
Snake है तुम्हारे एग्जाम में.
नहीं है
ठीक है
मेलेनर भी नहीं है
हाँ
स्नेक तुमने किया है ना स्कूल में?
स्कूल में क्या थी एग्जाम में क्या रहे
हाँ
तो वो बता देगा ना हमको किस
वही
हम लोग तो आगे जाएंगे इसमें.
अरे कुछ क्रिएटिव राइटिंग
So today you want to do letter to the editor?
yes letter to the editor and article writing
मुझे भी शेयर वो करना पड़ता है नहीं सकती मुझे
बैठ जाओ
बाहर जाना है
तेरी गलती वीडियो देख ले
हाँ वीडियो आता नहीं ग्रुप से
यूट्यूब को पूछ यूट्यूब भेजेगा
मैं बाहर बच कैसे बात करूँ नहीं शट अप अब तो बाहर है जाके अब घर जाना है
अरे यार मुंबई से
तो बाहर गए सच में बाहर गए जो
आजकल के बच्चे भी ना बोल अरे बोल
लड़की है
ये
Oh no. मैं वो बुक घर पे छोड़ के आ गई.
कौन सा हाँ तो हमें नेक्स्ट वीक उसका पूरा वो इम्पोर्टेंट लिस्ट दे सकते हैं
I'll try.
हेल्थ एंड मेडिसिन का छोड़ दो वो इजी टॉपिक है सच्ची में इजी टॉपिक है तो उसकी जरूरत नहीं है
नाही तू आलास घरी?
बाय
काय नाही विचारलं मी आम्ही घरी ठेवून आले त्याच्यात ठीक आहे जा. ठीक.
भाई ने बाहर में रहने का प्यार मैं जो भी हो अरे भाई के लिए भाई
That you have your अरे what is this? I left that book at home and came. I thought we are doing snake. She said मिस हम लोग के स्कूल में स्नेक कर दिया.
क्या बोला मैंने
तो मैं सोचा आज स्नेक करेंगे हम लोग.
What is this?
इसने एंड कमिटमेंट चेंज किया
हाँ.
वही तो सारी गलती
Last time
आर्टिकल राइटिंग कौन करेगा लेटर टू द एडिटर कौन करेगा बिजनेस वाला नहीं
you have your book UT book. तो इसमें है ना लेटर टू द एडिटर. कहाँ है?
पेज 59
Page 63.
it's okay
You have this book?
लाने का अच्छा मैम ने बोला था कि लाने का
चेंज किया
मैम जल्दी अपने लाने का
So what do you want? Should I give you the first paragraph, last paragraph? ऐसे कुछ चाहिए तुमको?
ना फोन में
अपना दिमाग को
नहीं मैं सीधे करता है तेरे से कुत्ते में खोल दे
ओ वो मैं
पागल है मैं बोल किया
बस
मैं क्यों बोल रही हूँ
कॉल करने के लिए
मेरे को एक कपड़ा छोड़ के ना मारूंगी ना
कुछ बोला नहीं मैंने
और फिर sorry अरे यार इसमें गलत पढ़ना है
उसने बोला फोन से ये इंग्लिश लेक्चर में फोन सामने ट्राई करते हैं ओके
और मैं देखती
10 दिन की छुट्टी कर लेते हैं हेलो मैं माता मैम आज मैं इनके स्टूडेंट बैठ के घर बन रहे मेरे बाप का करना है
ठीक है, बुक निकालो. राइट राइट द टॉपिक.
पर तू अकेले नहीं कर सकती दिन रहेगा क्या चाहो
देखो क्या फर्क पड़ता है बैठ के
वो दोस्ती और टॉप
राइट द टॉपिक. क्विक क्विक क्विक. बुक निकालो. यू आर.
वो क्वेश्चन
पर क्वेश्चन के बिना कैसे लिखोगे मैं?
वही तो
भाई कौन बोल रहा है यू आर
व्हाट
idiot
यू आर
भाई कौन बोल रहा है किसको बोल रहा है
तो बात करो भाई
बात था
व्हाट तो राधा है
रमेश
जेंडर चेंज कर दिया तुझे आई लाइक हाउ दैट ड्रेस शुड लुक ऐसे भी तो करते रहता है ट्यूशन में वो बड़ी बात ही है इफ यू अंडरस्टैंड हाउ टू प्रैक्टिस
दर्श नहीं आ रहा
अच्छी बात है दर्श का आगे बिना वाला सीएगा
मतलब तू भी नहीं रहा
पर मैंने अभी विसर्जन नहीं
कल तुम्हारे एडमिशन के लिए ऐसे टाइम पास करना
हो जाएगा
मैं आऊंगी ना
मैं आ रही हूँ आ जाओ से बुक वापस
हम 128 है 28 है
काय
पागल है
मैं बेसिकली होगा
राइट.
नोट
मैं लिख रही हूँ
फिर हम लोग को भी सिखाऊंगी
अच्छा इनको इसकी मदद
नाम याद नहीं रहता
अच्छी बात है मैं भी नहीं सीख रही पहले क्या आएगा
ओके राइट द क्वेश्चन.
हमारा एड्रेस
तुम्हारा एड्रेस क्या है?
गणेश
128/8 शांति नगर
कोई बोल रहा है
न्यू दिल्ली 10
गणेश के साइड में बाहर में चला गया ना उड़ने
गणेश बोला गणेशन अरे संडे में को
अच्छा सॉरी
सो पहले आएगा नाम रमेश गणेशन. हाँ. एड्रेस राधा गणेशन. एड्रेस लिखो पहले.
पहले एड्रेस लिखेंगे ना
देखिए हमारे में तो कोई ऐसी रहती है उसको जो टॉपिक करते हैं उसी में से आता है
एक्सक्यूज
एनसीबी
लेटर बी.
हाँ
हाँ लेटर
टॉपिक
ईमेल ईमेल तो कहीं से भी आ सकता है, लेटर और आरटी।
अरे फैन बंद कर।
क्यों?
अरे यार,
तेरे तेरे तक है, आप लोगों को थोड़ा गर्मी लग रही है, आप लोग नहीं बंद करेंगे। मैं तो बंद करने में मार देंगे।
मैं थोड़ी मालूम है।
क्या आर्ट खुद का काम है जो खुद से कर।
वाह, हमें पता नहीं।
क्या करना करो, करने लगे मुझे भी नहीं पता।
आज से इंसान
Okay. Then write a letter to the editor of a daily newspaper, requesting him. Sorry, I'll change it. Requesting him.
चलेगा, ये भी चलेगा।
तुमको इसमें से चाहिए ना, तो requesting him to publish an article.
लेटर लिखेंगे, आर्टिकल पब्लिश करने के लिए।
तो तुम्हारा लेटर छापने नहीं वाले हैं वो लोग।
इतना बढ़िया लेटर ही जाता
टू
publish an article
About
पब्लिश।
safe tourism.
अरे
ये तो बहुत बार
करवाया है, तो फिर क्या ये तुम्हारे 5-6 टॉपिक है।
इंक्लूसिव एजुकेशन।
इंक्लूसिव नहीं होता है, इंक्लूसिव होता है।
इंक्लूसिव एजुकेशन। मैम इंक्लूसिव एजुकेशन पे प्लीज करवा दो मेरे को कुछ।
अरे इंक्लूसिव नहीं बाबा,
इंक्लूसिव एजुकेशन के बारे में करवा दो। वो मेरे को नहीं आता एजुकेशन।
You want to write a letter about inclusive education?
यस।
उसका आर्टिकल दिखाना था।
फिर
अरे मैंने आर्टिकल बीच में छोड़ दिया। इंट्रो की 2 ही लाइन लिखे और बस खत्म मेरा काम।
रुक पहले राइट अबाउट दिस। नहीं तो इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ स्पोर्ट्स, उसके सिवा आएगा क्या? वही तो टॉपिक्स है यहाँ पे।
हेल्थ एंड मेडिसिन है, साइंस है, टेक्नोलॉजी है।
अरे ये कितने इजी टॉपिक्स हैं।
हेलो
हाँ दिखते इजी है, पढ़ के देख।
हम इनको लगता है कि हम लोग तो दूसरे बुक्स पढ़ते हैं, हम लोग को याद ही नहीं।
ओके, देन राइट अबाउट प्रमोटिंग टूरिज्म। पहले क्या लिखोगे? एड्रेस।
आर्टिकल तुम्हें नहीं है?
नहीं, नॉट आर्टिकल, तुमको नहीं है।
हाँ,
डायरी राइटिंग करना है तुम्हारे लिए।
नहीं है मेरे को।
ऑफ कोर्स डायरी राइटिंग आता है।
नहीं आया, क्वेश्चन में तो नहीं दिया है।
अच्छा लेटर लिख लो। लेटर तो आया।
इसको भी तो लेटर है।
लेटर है ना, तू लिख ना लेटर।
एडिटेड का कैसे?
हाँ, पहले एड्रेस, तुम्हारा एड्रेस जो दिया है वो, फिर डेट।
राधा मेरे नाम लिख लो।
सी राधा नाम लिख सकते हो, नहीं लिखा तो भी चलेगा।
और लास्ट में लिखते हैं ना मेरे।
हाँ,
नाम घर का नाम कुछ भी दे दे।
अरे भाई यहाँ लिखा है ना एड्रेस।
ये तो वो बस हमारा फ्लैट
तो फिर क्या
ये
जानने
लिखना
दिया
है,
है?
बस
वही
ये
लिखते
दिया
हैं। लोग ने जो दिया वो लिखते हैं, वो एड्रेस एक्सिस्टिंग मतलब है।
नाम कॉमा लगाना है।
हाँ, डेट, then leave one line.
Then go to the editor one thing.
Yeah.
एक लाइन छोड़ के डेट लो।
Yes.
पीएच लगाना है।
अगर नंबर पहले लिखा तो।
Like समझे ना,
आज क्या है? 9th September या 12th September। अगर सितंबर पहले लिखा तो सितंबर 12।
नाम भी बोला था कि वो नहीं लगाना है।
वो तुम्हारे
PH तो सितंबर 12 लिखना,
मैं तो 9
पहले मंथ फिर डेट।
मैं 2024 भी लिखना रहता है।
अभी एडिटर, टू द एडिटर,
To the editor direct
द एडिटर, फिर एडिटर का एड्रेस एक याद रखना, द टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया,
Hindustan
सितंबर 10 2024 में।
द हिंदुस्तान टाइम्स,
वापस बताओ एडिटर का एड्रेस।
द एडिटर, उसके बाद नेक्स्ट लाइन पे कौन से पेपर का एडिटर?
the Hindustan
द टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया।
your choice हो तो
मैम तो दी एडिटर पूरा कैपिटल में लिखेंगे कि पहला कैपिटल
पहला
फिर एक लाइन छोड़ के सब्जेक्ट ना, फिर लिखेंगे
द टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया,
एक लाइन छोड़ के सब्जेक्ट।
DN रोड,
हाँ इंटरनेट भागा
मुंबई। हाँ, उसको थोड़ा तो एड्रेस लिखना पड़ेगा।
ना, but I did the editor that was good.
You have to write little address to the editor, the Times of India, Mumbai.
DN रोड
DN Road, Mumbai.
Subject
Subject क्या होगा?
complaint about the bad conditions of the like
हाँ।
complaint
इसका कंप्लेंट है, तुम्हारा क्या है?
requesting to publish an article on promoting tourism.
तो यहाँ पे टू प्रमोट टूरिज्म, ये जो सब्जेक्ट है ना, आर्टिकल टू प्रमोट टूरिज्म, इतना ही। सब्जेक्ट शुड बी शॉर्ट, एन आर्टिकल टू प्रमोट।
Mom, should I see that if my dad has come?
Yeah.
That my girl is class.
हाँ, मेरे समझ इसमें लिखेंगे please write an article.
वो एन में है। ओके, नाउ स्टार्ट कैसे करोगे?
I want this to be in your esteemed newspaper. I guess ये तो नहीं आने वाला MCB से।
क्या?
ये नहीं आना चाहिए MCB से, क्योंकि मैम जब भी नोटबुक में लिखाती है तो मैम MCB का भी लिखाती है। हाँ, और लेटर के वक्त मैम ने MCB नहीं रिक्वायर नहीं किया। तो मैं कहता हूँ लेटर MCB से नहीं आएगा और आर्टिकल MCB से आएगा, क्योंकि मैम वो
अभी तुमने बोला कि मिस ये यहाँ से नहीं आएगा, MCB से टॉपिक
उसने बोला था
ना। इफ यू आर राइटिंग, you can say that a country has been start ऐसे करोगे। अगर सिटी के बारे में है तो भी ऐसे सिटी लिखोगे, कंट्री के बारे में होगा तो कंट्री के लिए लिखोगे। A country has been developing in many different sectors.
dear sir, right?
Yeah.
Dear
So सिर्फ सर लिखा तो भी A country has been making a progress in various different sectors. Okay, I'm just telling you. Various different sectors. We have been proud citizens of this nation. Yet, certain things concern us. As a concerned citizen, I wish to draw your attention to the
Promoting tourism.
concerned citizen, I wish to draw your attention to the
Increasing
development
tourism.
of tourism. Okay, अगर लेटर आया about bad conditions of the road, तो क्या लिखोगे? We are proud citizens of the city. Our city has made a lot of development and gives us best of the facilities. Yet there are certain areas which present a great concern. As a concerned citizen, I wish to draw your attention to yes. तो ये एक स्टैंडर्ड तुम पैराग्राफ रख सकते हो।
मामा वापस स्टैंडर्ड पैराग्राफ पढ़ा सकती हूँ।
Anish, our country has made great progress in various sectors. लिखा, we are proud citizens of this country. Yet there are certain areas. Yet there are certain areas which present a concern.
Which
Present concern to us. As a concerned citizen, I wish to draw. As a concerned citizen, I wish to draw your attention
Draw your attention through your esteemed
To
newspaper.
promote,
Well,
one minute. वो हो गया, wish to draw your attention to the development of benefits of developing tourism. Benefits of developing tourism. Okay? इसके बाद सेकंड पैरा में क्या लिखोगे?
इस ये टूरिज्म का इंट्रो और प्रॉब्लम्स
The number of tourists are increasing day by day. 2 points में लिख के लेना. Number of tourists increasing as a result generating lot of
डिक्रीज हो रहा है क्योंकि बहुत सारा पोल्यूशन ये सब हो रहा है उसकी वजह से डिक्रीज हो रहा है टूरिज्म इसलिए रेवेन्यू नहीं आ पा रहा इसलिए क्लीन रखो और कंडीशन
No,
को
no.
अच्छा रखो
Okay.
और फिर टूरिज्म को प्रमोट करने इंटरनेशनली या लोकली
Okay. Or talk about giving good facilities to the tourists, good roads, good sanitary facilities, and talk about ecotourism. Okay, so ये 4-5 पॉइंट याद रखना. टूरिज्म के बारे में कुछ भी आया ना, सेफ्टी ऑफ द टूरिस्ट, राइट अबाउट पॉइंट्स लिख देना. Talk about safety of the tourist. See, tourism is going down because people don't feel safe. Safety of the tourist. No good restroom facilities, rest areas, no good rest areas. रेस्ट एरिया, फूड तो कहीं भी मिल जाएगा. रेस्ट एरिया अपना मेजर प्रॉब्लम है.
डेवलपमेंट ऑफ रोड्स
प्रॉपर रोड्स,
ट्रांसपोर्टेशन, एक्सपेंसिव प्राइसेस,
expensive transportation, or and therefore maintain cleanliness. So
इकोटूरिज्म
maintain cleanliness, promote ecotourism, fine for throwing garbage or littering the place.
वो क्लीन में आ जाएंगे
हाँ, लेकिन वो लिखे रखना याद रहने के लिए. Fine for littering and throwing the garbage. तो causes नीचे जाने के solution. Then the last line would be, last para would be.
चार पैरा जाएंगे ना हमारा इंट्रो फिर प्रॉब्लम का इंट्रो फिर प्रॉब्लम
3 para is more than enough. Problem and solution एक para में आ
हमारे
सकता है.
काम होंगे कि चार पैरा ही देगा अगर चार पैरा नहीं देगा तो
ठीक है,
मार्क्स
4 para लिखो. So and your fourth para would be last का
वो रिक्वेस्ट करके
Yeah.
इसके बारे में आर्टिकल वही लिखते हैं.
I request you to publish.
This
I request
article,
you to publish.
your
मैम उनका वर्ड लिमिट कितना होता है
150 words.
इसलिए वो 4 का हमारे पास 100 to 120.
I request you to publish an article.
In your esteemed columns of your newspaper.
Yeah, in your publish an article in your esteemed newspaper.
Your article or our article?
No, तुमने कहाँ आर्टिकल लिखा है? तुमने तो सिर्फ
बोलो
लिखा है.
article.
बोल आर्टिकल लिख के पब्लिश करेंगे.
Your
Your
article.
question.
Yeah, I request you to.
हाँ मैम.
Yeah. I request you to write an article. Write an article in your esteemed, not publisher, write an article in your esteemed newspaper, giving not sorry, giving, not about the concerns and solutions presented by me.
Newspaper after esteemed newspaper.
कॉपी कर दी मैंने 10 बार बोला.
Esteemed newspaper के बाद
All the concerns and solutions identified.
And make the authorities concerned authorities and make the concerned authorities. Even sorry. बहुत लंबा सेंटेंस होगा. Your article would help draw attention of help in drawing attention of concerned authorities to take suitable action.
मामा आप ये बोल सकती हो क्या कि आर्टिकल में 4 पैराग्राफ है, तो वो 4 पैराग्राफ कौन से हैं? पहले तो इंट्रो है, लास्ट वाला कंक्लूजन है,
हाँ.
और
The same problem solution.
बस.
हाँ. अभी आर्टिकल का टॉपिक क्या होगा उसके ऊपर है. एक मिनट, यहाँ पे आर्टिकल्स के टॉपिक दिए.
नहीं, उसमें आर्टिकल नहीं, क्योंकि हमको एनालिटिक पैराग्राफ के बजाय आर्टिकल आना है.
हाँ, राइट. आर्टिकल राइटिंग मैंने कहीं तो देखा था, यहाँ पे नहीं है.
वर्कबुक में भी जो ग्रामर के टॉपिक्स है वही है इंडियन बुक, और कुछ नहीं है. वो अभी चेक करना है कौन कौन से हैं. तेरे पास वर्कबुक है घर पे? तेरे भाई से पूछ सकते हैं कि वो फोटो भेज दे इंडेक्स का वर्कबुक में. लोग वर्कबुक का इंडेक्स का फोटो. इससे तेरे भाई को
Write a factual description.
डिस्क्रिप्टिव पैराग्राफ में
India presents a
बस वर्कबुक नहीं है
स्कूल में
India presents a harmonious oneness in spite of distinctions, taking ideas from the unit, national integration and using the given clues about. तुमको क्लू भी तो होता है लिख दिया हुआ.
है.
फिर
इस बार क्यों मैम नहीं ले रहे
लेकिन तुम्हारे बोर्ड पेपर्स में होता है.
आएगा
हाँ, इसको ही एक्सपैंड करने का मैक्सिमम.
ना पर हाफ ईयरली में नहीं है.
बिकॉज वो 8 मार्क्स का है और जो ये बोर्ड्स का है वो 7 मार्क्स.
8 मार्क्स का ही है बोर्ड में.
हाँ, ईमेल और लेटर. ईमेल को बढ़ा दिया. ईमेल जो 3 का है वो 4 का हो गया.
तो फिर कौन सा पेपर है?
हाँ,
2 चीजें बढ़ी ना, 2 मार्क्स बढ़े ना रेटिंग में.
Instead of 3, email would be 4.
हाँ, तो आर्टिकल कितने मार्क्स का?
8 मार्क्स का है यहाँ पे.
हाँ, तो ये हम लेटर कर रहे हैं.
तो आई गेस लेटर भी 8 मार्क्स के रहेगा, क्योंकि हमारे में फैक्चुअल डिस्क्रिप्शन हटा दिया, क्योंकि हम सिलेबस खत्म नहीं कर पाए तो वो.
Letter is 7 marks. Letter is 7.
बोर्ड्स में 7 का है, पर अभी हमको 8 का है, क्योंकि फैक्चुअल डिस्क्रिप्शन 2 मार्क का है ना. फैक्चुअल डिस्क्रिप्शन
there is a option. Either तुम email और factual description करो.
नहीं.
हाँ, 3 and 4 7 या 7 मार्क्स का और 7 मार्क्स का लेटर करो और 7 मार्क्स का आर्टिकल लिखो.
मार्क कैन यू शो?
दिस इज अ बोर्ड पेपर.
इस साल का?
हाँ, जो तुमने भेजा था मुझे.
दिखाओ. ये क्या है?
ईमेल और
इसमें और नहीं है.
नहीं. Question 3, question 4, write a factual description.
Okay.
4 मार्क. ओके, उसके बाद ये कंपलसरी है. ईमेल और फैक्चुअल डिस्क्रिप्शन कंपलसरी है. उसके बाद either prepare learners journal, write a letter to the editor, that is for 7 marks, or traveler tourism, write a letter to the minister of tourism. Sorry, option लेटर में जा.
लेटर में?
हाँ, नहीं,
और लेटर में
लेटर में ऑप्शन है, आर्टिकल में ऑप्शन.
वो मतलब
Letter-
डिफरेंट क्वेश्चन है
कम आर्टिकल लिखना ही है।
सब लिखना है
लेटर में किस ऑप्शन है?
2 लेटर्स दिए हैं, उसमें से कोई भी एक चूज कर।
हाँ हम वही कर देते हैं और आर्टिकल में भी ऑप्शन दिया है
हाँ आर्टिकल में भी ऑप्शन है।
पर फैक्चुअल डिस्क्रिप्शन में नहीं है और ईमेल में भी
मैम आप देख सकते हो कि क्रिएटिव राइटिंग कितने मार्क्स का टोटल बोर्ड में
21
है
23
777
एक का है आर्टिकल आर्टिकल 8 मार्क्स का है
22 मार्क्स
21
8 मार्क्स का है
See, email is 3 marks.
factual
Factual is 4.
letter
Then
is
letter is
7
7.
और article is 8
Article is 8 or 7.
so 22 22 44 44 was 2
क्या 2? 22 marks का.
सेक्शन ए भी 22 मार्क्स और सेक्शन बी भी 22 मार्क्स या 9 इन साफी है
और उसमें मार्क्स
Grammar 10 marks का. 32 हो गया.
लिटरेचर इतना कम
54 अरे लिटरेचर इतना ज्यादा क्यों
इतना सब थोड़ी है
36 मार्क का कौन लिखेगा 26 मार्क का कौन लिटरेचर लिखेगा
ये चलो we are wasting time. Come on.
इतना अपना दिमाग से लिखते से अच्छा कोई एमसीक्यू रट्टा मारने से अच्छा हम क्रिएटिव में अच्छा
Exactly. चलो come on. Let's do the snake. हम लोग थोड़ा पढ़ेंगे उसको.
मैम तो आप वो बना दोगी क्या
वो मैं बना अभी ही बना के दे सकती हूँ ना.
नहीं नेक्स्ट वीक
Yeah.
13 तो हम 7 16 15 को मिलेंगे 15 को मिलेंगे नेक्स्ट सॉरी 16 को मिलेंगे
आज 9 सितंबर है ना.
हाँ प्लस 7
हाँ
तो 16 को मिलेंगे
18
18 को मंडे नहीं है
एक मिनट लेट मी चेक.
13 को फ्राइडे था
We will now meet on 16.
यस
कम वो लेटर का लास्ट का पढ़ा वो लर्न कर देना. लास्ट का जब भी लेटर लिखना है ना ये स्टैंडर्ड पैटर्न में लिख दो तुम. स्टार्टिंग का भी
आर्टिकल का भी दे दो
आर्टिकल में ना ऐसा स्टैंडर्ड पैटर्न नहीं आता. वो डिपेंडिंग ऑन द टॉपिक तुमको लिखना है. इसके लिए तो मैंने तुमको स्टैंडर्ड दे दिया.
आर्टिकल का आप ऐसे नॉर्मल से इंट्रो दे सकते हो क्या क्योंकि आर्टिकल उसमें भी नहीं है तो वो रेफर भी नहीं कर सकते
ओके ठीक है आई ट्राई. ये तुम्हारे इसके ऊपर बेस्ड ही लिखना है ना. आई ट्राई. ओके
माँ बोलिए कि स्टार्टिंग कोड से करो फिर कोड से कैसे कोड तो मैं बना दूंगा पर कोड के बाद क्या करूँ
कोड बनाओ
कोड
स्लोगन सॉरी स्लोगन
स्लोगन लिखना रहता है
माँ हमारी नाम
अरे जो
दिव्य नाम
quote bit is difficult. Quote and all is difficult to remember.
वही तो सबके लिए थोड़ी याद रखते हैं
हम तो बनाएंगे
बनाओ
ऑन स्पॉट बनाना पड़ेगा प्रीता मैम ने फैक्चुअल डिस्क्रिप्शन खत्म कर दिया नहीं ये क्या बात है हमको बोलिए सर दूसरे क्लास में
अरे लेख अभी हम लोग कंप्लीट करेंगे. वी आर सिंपली वेस्टिंग आवर टाइम.
स्नेक और आर्टिकल
आर्टिकल पॉइंट्स दिए ना क्या क्या लिखना है वो तुमको एक्सपैंड करना है.
पर आप बोलिए
क्या
पॉइंट्स तो अभी क्या करें स्नेक करें कि
स्नेक करें क्योंकि आर्ट लेटर तो दिया है ना तुमको. लेटर याद रहेगा ना. लास्ट का पैरा याद करना. ट्राई लर्निंग इट. आई एम गिविंग यू 2 मिनट्स. पढ़ोगी ना पक्का.
घर जाके
पढ़ना अभी 2 बार पढ़.
अभी
हाँ.
बस लास्ट वाला
व्हाट हैपेंड यू गॉट कोल्ड. ये तुम्हारा है ना.
हो गया
याद रहेगा.
हाँ
Say it once.
please write an article in your columns of your textbook newspaper,
Mm-hmm.
of your textbook newspaper. So, about the concerns and solution given by me. And this would help to draw the attention of the concerned authorities to take action.
Very good. Okay, याद रहेगा ना?
Yeah.
Should we do snake? Come, open the textbook.
Open.
Would you give the name of the one who's writing the article, or you have to write your own name?
जो राइट कर रहा है, वो न्यूज़ राइटिंग.
Question में नाम दिया होता है? Have you read this poem?
No.
या तो मुझे एक्सपेक्टेड ही उससे
या तो XYZ लिखो. Now, the poem is, the name of the poem is Snake. हम लोग ने ये पहले वाले poem के answers कर लिए?
ये वाले नहीं किए, 11 वाले नहीं किए, उसके पहले वाले.
तो क्या ये questions करने हैं ना?
इसको बाद में करते हैं. तो मैं तो चालू करूँगा.
ये answers करने हैं ना? So let's do the answers. Half नहीं छोड़ते. So leave it half. In which direction did the ship start moving?
South.
पहले it was south. Second इसमें
North.
north. How can you say?
As it went from the cold ocean, cold.
No, now the sun rose, because now the sun rose from the right and set on the left. Okay, that indicates that the ship was now moving towards north. Okay, what will be the answer?
The sun was rising from this left.
Right and setting at left. So वहाँ पे लिखो moving towards north because sun rose in the next question. How many questions did we have here? 10. Next question. Why does the mariner say that no sweet bird did follow? As they were moving, there was no other bird because
They had killed the other.
okay, there was nothing around them in the sea. And after killing the albatross, no other bird.
Came near to them.
After killing albatross, no other bird ever flew towards their ship. Next question, Padna.
Two times.
Twice.
Yes. जब उसने मारा था अल्बर्ट्रॉस को तो बोल रहे थे वाओ तेरे वजह से हम बाहर निकले और जब बाहर निकले और वो शिप मूवी नहीं कर रही थी तब बोल रहे थे भाई तेरे वजह से वो
ये वो दोनों ही मूड, दोनों का भी मूड नहीं है पढ़ने का.
यस
दोनों का भी मूड नहीं है पढ़ने का. Okay. So initially the sailors firmly criticized the mariner for killing the albatross as it made the breeze blow. लिखो I लिख
राइस ना
Yeah.
विथ राइस और रेड
Right, I'll note it below. हाँ लिख. I'll shorten it and I'll give you. मगर लिख लो. Initially, this is question number 3, huh? C, 11C.
11 yes
Initially, the sailors criticized the mariner for killing the albatross. As it had made the breeze to blow, as it had made the breeze to blow.
mariner
Mariner for
yes
killing the albatross. As they believed it had made the breeze to blow. It मतलब albatross, huh?
that
It had made the breeze to blow. पहले they believed that albatross made the breeze to blow.
उनका बस
Later on, when the sun,
twice ही है ना उनका
देखते ना लिखना. Later on, when the sun started shining and the mist evaporated, later on, when the sun started shining and the mist evaporated, the crew praised the mariner for killing the bird. The crew praised the mariner for killing the bird. The crew. Now they believed that the bird was responsible for bringing the fog and mist. Okay, again, when the breeze stopped blowing and ship could not move, They blame the mariner for killing the albatross. As they believed the killing brought them bad luck. Okay. Thus the crew changes mind how many times? Yeah. Thus the crew changes mind thrice. What does it tell us about their character? It tells us that
They want to reign with the
they were fickle-minded. They were fickle-minded and shallow.
F रहेगा कि PH रहेगा?
Fickle. Fickle. Fickle-minded and shallow. How did the sailing conditions change after the ship had moved out of the land of mist and snow?
The ship stopped.
The breeze stopped
The
blowing.
ship also stopped.
Yeah, the ship couldn't move.
And it stopped where the sun was too hot and the
Yes.
the ocean was looking like which is oil, blue, green, and white. And they thought that the spirit of the albatross had brought.
ये सब लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. How did the sailing conditions change after the ship had moved out of the land of mist and snow?
तो ये लिखेंगे ना
The breeze stopped blowing.
पहले ये लिखेंगे ना कि albatross का उनको लगा कि albatross का spirit आया है.
No. What and who did mariners blame for this change? हाँ, तभी लिखोगे. What and who did the mariners blame for this change? They blamed the mariner. They blamed the
Albatross.
this one mariner for killing the albatross. They blamed the ancient mariner for killing the albatross. लेकिन sailing conditions कैसे change हो रहे थे? Breeze stopped blowing. The sails were down, and the ship could not move at all. समझा क्या?
Yes.
Okay. What is indicated by the line, the bloody sun at noon, right up above the mast, did stand, no bigger than moon. What does that indicate?
The sun was as bigger than the moon and was shining so bright that
Yes, the sun, that it indicates that the sun was shining brightly. It was unbearably hot. Right, it means points में लिखा तो भी चलेगा लेकिन लिख लो. It means the sun was shining brightly. It was unbearably hot. It was a threat to the lives of the mariners, as there was no breeze, no water.
पर इसमें तो bloody sun के बारे में लिखा है ना.
Right up above. So it was shining brightly. No, the weather had become unbearably hot, and it was a threat to the. It was a threat to the lives of the sailors. How does the mariner describe the fact that they were completely motionless?
The mast above, right above their head wasn't here.
No.
The breeze stopped and the birds.
क्या क्या लिखा है यहाँ पे जो कहता है कि it was
Well, एक तो breeze
and the ship looked as if it was a painted ship, as idle as painted upon a painted
125,
ocean.
125.
Day after day. क्या लिखा है वहाँ पे लाइन भी पूछा है ना? What does the mariner describe? Okay, the mariner describes that the ship was
Motionless.
yes, not breath, not motion. Okay, they were stuck. That the ship was stuck without any motion, and it looked like a painted ship. That the ship looked like a painted ship upon painted sea. As the ship looked like a painted ship upon painted ocean. Next. What is the irony in the ninth stanza?
Part 2 or part 1?
No, this water, water everywhere and not water, water everywhere, not any drop to drink. Oh. 130.
129 is not
129. No, so
Nine.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Na?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Water, water everywhere, not any drop to drink. That is irony.
Yes.
What is the irony here?
क्योंकि बहुत सारा पानी है पर वो पी नहीं सकते क्योंकि वो salt water है.
Yes. अब ये इंग्लिश में लिखना है.
There was ocean water surrounding them
Yeah,
and
that they were surrounded by water, but could not drink. But there was not a drop to drink, as it was a. They could not drink it, as it was a
ocean water,
salty water.
salty water, and they didn't have fresh water in the ship.
They were surrounded by water, yet they could not quench their thirst, as there was no fresh water to drink. याद रहेगा ना ये answers? They were surrounded by water, but they could not quench their thirst because there was no fresh water on the ship. What is the narrator trying to convey through the description of the situation in the tent? And ये question है. What or who did the mariners feel was responsible for their suffering?
What?
Next question, I. What is the narrator trying to convey through the description of the situation in the 10th and 11th stanza?
137 or 133.
Yes, 133. The very deed did rot. What does it try to convey? That the ship was stationary and the ship was
in the which is oil.
no.
और लिखा तो है which is oil.
Yeah. The narrator is trying to convey that the ship had begun to rot. The ship was stationary. The ocean had begun to rot it.
What was rotting? Ocean.
The ocean had begun to rot the ship. The ocean had begun to rot the ship. The sailors were dehydrated. as they did not have fresh water. The heat was making the sailors fall ill. Due to heat, the sailors were falling ill. And probably some even died. And probably some even died. Next answer तो तुमको आता है. What will be the next answer?
Ancient mariner who had killed the albatross.
That's right. Are you okay? Are you tired or you are sleepy? तुम्हारा are you Jain? Permission नहीं ना चालू है. You are not Jain ना? No. Because one girl from my other class is doing Paryushan. So she was the Jains do na. This is their Paryushan time. They don't eat.
वो कुछ खाते नहीं?
नहीं मैंने कल नहीं खाया कल मेरा उपवास था तो
कल कौन सा उपवास था?
सितंबर के महीने में जो हिंदू कैलेंडर में जो 50 डे होता है ना उससे गणेश चतुर्थी के टाइम में आ जाते हैं
गणेश चतुर्थी के टाइम इतना अच्छा खाना रहता है वो छोटी खाने का नहीं.
मैं नीति फ्राइडे से वो छोले यार हमने फ्राइडे कर 12 बजे बाद खा रहे थे मैं सो गई कि मुझे नींद आ रही थी.
Okay.
हम तो मतलब पूरे दिन में नाइट
No, वो ना I think 10 दिन 15 दिन ऐसे करते हैं. Paryushan period होता है उनका.
कुछ
So
खाते नहीं.
they only drink like दिन में एक फल. कुछ लोग तो सिर्फ पानी पीते हैं. कुछ लोग सिर्फ एक फल और कोकोनट वाटर ऐसे. दिन में सिर्फ एक फल और कोकोनट वाटर.
नहीं पानी पी के सकते बट बिना खाए नहीं रह सकते मैं बिना खाए रह सकते हैं पर पानी पी रहे पानी पी रहे गला का सूख जाता है.
जैसे इनके साथ शिफ्ट
हम लोग तो सब कुछ खा सकते हैं फ्रूट्स खा सकते हैं साबुदाना खा सकते हैं फिर
वही खा सकते हैं. वो होता है ना वो सामोसा.
साबुदाना का
हाँ सब वो सब खा सकते हैं
मखाने खा सकते हैं. सब खा सकते हैं.
हाँ
कॉफी भी पी सकते हैं.
हाँ चाय भी पी सकते हैं बट मेरे से मन नहीं कर रहा है.
Okay. Describe the condition of the mariners as expressed in the 13th stanza. ये 13th stanza कौन सा आता है?
145.
And every tongue through water. क्या लिखोगे?
They didn't have water to drink and were dying and becoming ill.
Okay.
सारा पानी खत्म हो गया था इवेपोरेट हो गया था.
Yeah, अभी ये इंग्लिश में बोला है ना.
इंग्लिश तो आती नहीं.
The tongues of the mariners had dried due to lack of water. The tongue of the mariners had died due to lack of water. Speak. They even could due to lack of water. They could not speak as their throats were dry. And choked with soot. And choked with soot. My hopes were dry and choked with soot.
With soot.
Soot मतलब smoke.
Smoke का क्या होता?
Burn मतलब वो सारा. It was as if it was choked with smoke.
Oh, so.
As if. Why did the mariners hang the albatross around the neck of the ancient mariner?
It was as the cross in the Christian. अरे वो क्रॉस जैसा पहना था कि वो एंशियंट वो अल्बर्ट्रॉस का स्पिरिट भाग जाए.
No, no, no. It was spirit bhagya as a name. Since he was responsible, he felt that the killing of albatross was the reason for their problems. They thought killing of albatross was the reason for their problems. And they hung the
Reason
for their problems. And they hung the dead albatross around his neck as a sign of his guilt. They hung the dead albatross around his neck as a sign of his guilt. कि ये तुमने पाप किया है.